Why are men struggling to stay strong in a world that's pushing them down? Hi, I'm Emily, and welcome to my channel. In today's society, there's a lot of societal changes and environmental factors that contribute to the weakening of the traditional, masculine traits. And there's a path, in my opinion, to reclaim that balanced form of masculinity. So let's get into it. So basically, with the decline of masculinity, there's diet and hormones. So basically, there's a lot of estrogen dominant foods and nowadays in our society, and it can cause lower testosterone levels in men, therefore leading to decreased physical and mental strength. And so, yeah, there's a lot of food, especially processed food, that contribute to that. And even soy products. And so it's causing a lot of estrogen dominance in men. So the other thing is cultural differences and shifts. And so basically, our societal narratives have now shifted to discourage masculinity traits and labeling them as outdated and toxic. And this really impacts men's sense of identity, because men are supposed to be masculine, and they have been from day one. So when it comes to cultural shifts and differences, society has created a narrative where masculinity is now considered toxic and outdated, and so that really makes a big impact on men's sense of identity. Men should be able to have masculinity because that's what they were born with. Also, with society, I've noticed that a lot of men are actually very afraid to even embrace their, not only embrace their masculine side, but also their feminine side, which is everyone has a masculine side and a feminine side. So basically, I'm seeing a lot of men being emasculated by women, or society as a whole. And so it's been very difficult for men to want to rise up and step into their masculinity because of that. Embracing balanced masculinity. So what this means is that it's super important to redefine masculinity in a way that's empowering and it embraces both the strength and emotional intelligence of men. And so it's the strength and compassion. So it's encouraging men to be assertive and strong while also being compassionate and emotionally aware. Be careful when it comes to the ego and the pride, because that can come in the way as well. And so I know this one's not always easy, because I also know as a woman, it's hard to let go of the ego and the pride. But it's very important when you're having discussions with anybody, and because sometimes if you're not taking someone else's perspective, it can make them think that you're being a toxic man. Also, with masculinity, it's leadership and vulnerability. So it's true leadership involves understanding that expressing emotions does not weaken the masculinity, but enhances it, because then you're able to get in touch and in tune with those who you are leading. Some practical steps for men would be, health and fitness is one of the biggest ones. So it's, working on regaining your strength and balance through workouts, and so physicality, and also work on supporting a diet that increases testosterone levels. So maybe go even check your testosterone levels and figure out a way to increase them if you're feeling low, and then actually working out and building up that energy. And then also it's just reducing your diet with estrogen components and compounds. So I know I said earlier, it's you can say get rid of soy, watch out what you eat, eat more protein, but watch out for the estrogen components, because sometimes they're sneaky and sneak them in. And so then, also watch all the processed products in the grocery store, because a lot of those have soy in it without even knowing it. So just read the labels and be aware of what can create the estrogen components in foods. Another practical step to take for men is like the mental and emotional resilience. So it's encouraging men to create that resilience by seeking support if you need it, and don't be ashamed. That's not a weakness. It's practicing mindfulness. So it's like getting into meditation, and like even like taking a walk, or taking a walk in nature, or putting your bare feet on the ground, and like it's so you ground yourself into the earth, and it's just giving you a chance to rejuvenate your body. And then what else? It could be physical exercise, so that also helps your emotional state. Just being able to create space for yourself to not have to be in your head all the time. But it's also embracing the vulnerability inside, and embrace it as a strength, because it is a strength. And I personally know a lot of guys that are afraid to do that because they think that women think that is a weakness, or men think that's a weakness. But in my opinion, it's not a weakness, because we're all human and we all have emotions, and we all need an out, and we all need to be able to talk about what's going on in our lives without judgment. So I hope you all talk about it, because it's important. In conclusion, I urge all of you amazing men to take charge of your health and identify by embracing a balanced form of masculinity, whatever works for you, that honors both your strength and your sensitivity. And final, reclaiming masculinity in a balanced way is essential for personal fulfillment and for creating a harmonious society. Get out there and take charge. Let's go.